In this video on AVR microcontrollers, you will see how to install the USB ASP and the AVR dude, and then set up the fuse bits for the microcontroller, and then finally generate the hex file and bund it onto the microcontroller. So firstly you need the USB ASP driver. So for the USB ASP driver, visit the site. The link will be given in description. The required drivers are needed to be installed for the USB ASP to be recognizable by the computer. So download the files from here and then install it, and then insert the USB ASP. So the computer now should recognize the USB ASP. So after this process, you need to download the AVR dude. So the AVR dude, the link is given in description. Download the two files from the AVR dude. Now keep them in a folder in your hard drive. Open that corresponding folder. Type their cmd command prompt. The cmd will open. Now type AVR dude. Now the AVR dude should be a recognizable command, since you are opening the cmd on this particular folder which contains the AVR dude. So the AVR dude now is a recognizable command. So now insert the USB ASP into your computer with the microcontroller attached. Now type AVR dude -C USB ASP -P M32. M32 is the code for the Atmega32. Since I'm using Atmega32, I'm writing the M32. It will be something else for other microcontroller. Now this is a very common problem. It does not recognize the USB ASP. This is a very common problem. You just need to reinsert it, plug it out, and again plug it in. And you might have to do this multiple times till at one point you should see the USB ASP to be recognizable by the computer. You must have the drivers installed, and then after one point of time it should be recognizable. So now as you can see, it is now recognized. You can see the device probably M32 written, the fuse bits and the device signature written. So it has recognized the microcontroller. Now we are ready to set up the fuse bits. Now fuse bits are a very important part for an AVR microcontroller. You need to set up them properly so that the microcontroller should work correctly. Choose the microcontroller from the list. I choose Atmega32. Then set up the corresponding fuse bits which are needed. For Atmega32, FF and the 99 are my required fuse bits. FF for the L fuse and 99 for the H fuse. All are in hex. Now type the following command. Don't worry, all the commands will be given in the tutorial page in the description. So copy those commands. Now as you can see, I'm writing them in the AVR dude. You should have the microcontroller board connected now, and then I hit enter. So the fuse bits have been written successfully. You can see the log files. The fuse bits have been written successfully, and now we are ready to burn a hex file into the microcontroller flash. So now we check once again if everything is okay, if the device is being recognized, and then now we open up the AVR Studio. I open up the project page I'm loading, and now click on the build option. Click on the build option above to generate the hex file. So after clicking the build, you should see the below logs. If there is no errors, then the hex file should be generated. So I have now the hex file generated, and now I will copy the location, the file location where the hex file is stored. So I have copied the file location, and then now I open up, and then I browse to that folder where I have the hex file. As you can see, I have the hex file there. So this one is the hex file. I copy it, and then now I paste it to the folder which contains the AVR dude. I am doing it so you need not need to write the entire file location for the hex file. So this will be extremely easy to write the AVR command for burning the flash. So I copy that hex file, and then now I again open up the AVR dude. and then I type now the following command to burn the hex file onto the microcontroller flash. Give the proper file name, and if you are not pasting that file here, make sure to write the file location properly. I hit enter. So now it has been burnt. The hex file has been burnt onto the microcontroller flash. So let's see whether the code for blinking the LED is being successful or not. So as you can see, the hex file is being burnt and the LED is blinking properly. So our process is complete. Now if you want to use any other microcontrollers like 8013, Atmega 328, you just need to write that corresponding microcontroller code. So for 8013 it is T13, for Atmega 328 it is M328P, and you can also find the full list on the AVR-Dude. And also do note that the fuse bits have to be carefully set up. Don't ever disable the SPI flash enable bit. You always need to check that out. The SPI flash must be enabled. It may be different from microcontrollers to microcontrollers. Select the proper microcontroller and then get the required fuse bits and then burn those fuse bits, and then you are ready to burn the code for your microcontroller. So I hope you have found this video useful. So if so, please do like, share and subscribe to this channel, and I will come with more such microcontroller videos. Thank you.